You've probably been taught that we live in a three-dimensional world: height, width, depth. Maybe, if you're a bit more curious, you've considered a fourth: time. But what if I told you that your mind is wired to perceive not just 3, or even 4, but 9 distinct dimensions of reality? These dimensions aren't physical, they are cognitive. They are the beacons, balizas, that allow your brain to map out and understand everything you experience. When you think, learn, interpret, or plan, you are unconsciously sorting the world through these 9 beacons. Today, in this global talk, you'll learn what those 9 balizas are, how they shape your thinking, and how you can consciously use them to analyze, structure, and understand any kind of information, whether it's a news article, a scientific study, a novel, or your own life. Let's begin. Each baliza corresponds to a fundamental question. These are questions you ask, sometimes without even realizing, every time you try to make sense of something. This is the core subject, the anchor point. What is this text or experience mainly about? Everything else orbits this idea. This is the definition, the meaning, the essence of a thing. You ask, what is it, exactly? Why is this happening? What led to this? This is the origin story, the chain reaction that brought something into being. This baliza focuses on intention. Why is this being done? What's the goal? How does it work? What steps are involved? This is the roadmap, the operational blueprint. Everything happens in time. This baliza anchors the content in temporal context. Location matters. This could be physical, geographical, or even conceptual. How big, how many, to what extent. This baliza gives you scale. Who is involved? Who's affected? Who takes action? Think of the balizas like lenses. You can look at any topic through just one lens, or combine several to get a more nuanced understanding. Once you recognize these patterns, your perception becomes sharper. You start to see how people think, how stories are built, how decisions are made. Now it's your turn to make these balizas work. You'll choose a PDF document from a digital library. It could be about science, psychology, history, anything you enjoy. As you read, ask yourself the 9 questions: which, what, why, for what purpose, how, when, where, how much, who. You'll receive a Google form where you'll fill in the answers according to the balizas. This form will guide you to distill the essence of the document using our 9-dimensional framework. You're not just learning to read, you're learning to decode reality. Once you master these beacons, every piece of information becomes easier to digest, analyze, and apply. It's like installing a new mental operating system, and the 9 balizas are your control panel. Reality is rich, complex, and multi-layered, and now you have the tools to navigate it more deeply. Use these balizas not just in academic settings, but in conversations, projects, and decision-making. They are not just questions, they are dimensions of thought. Let the 9 balizas guide you. Observe them, use them, combine them, and soon, you'll start to see what most people miss, the deeper structure behind everything. Welcome to a more intelligent way of seeing. Welcome to Global Talk.